we're in St. Louis. Now you're.
Oh, cool. This is modern.
You were born in L.A., but you have a British accent. Explain that one to me.
Yeah, no, I wish I could explain it to you. I'm an anomaly, and I'm an international spy, and I'm afraid that if I reveal my true identity and my true country of origin, that my cover will be blown.
I actually think that actors and actresses that have British accents can do American accents better than American accents doing British accents.
Well, I don't know if I agree with you, but I appreciate the compliment from me and my people.
All right, fair enough. Talk about the movie Breathe, which is coming out.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful film. I really, really hope people go out and see it because it's a life-affirming story. It gives hope. It reminds us what life's about. It reminds us that life is about loving each other, taking care of each other, and smiling in the face of adversity. Because we all go through suffering, we all go through struggles. And this film is a true story about these two people who went through such a tricky situation. Robin Cavendish, the man I play, was caught polio when he was 28 and was paralyzed from the neck down and couldn't breathe for himself, so he had to live on a ventilator. But through his love of life, with the love of his wife, Diana, and with his own imagination, he was able to create this incredible, rich, full life for himself and everyone around him. And he kind of revolutionized how disabled people can live in the modern world. So it's a really inspiring story, and I think it will really give people a different perspective on what it is to be disabled, and also give people a different perspective on their own lives and their own limitations. I think it will give people a lot of gratitude for the miracle of the lives that they have.
You are a big star, Andrew Garfield. You can play any different parts. I'm sure you're offered all sorts of parts, but it seems like your career, you play a lot of real-life people who have great stories to tell.
I do love those kinds of stories. I feel personally inspired by those stories when I see them in the movie theater. So if a story like that comes along that I find inspiring, then I jump at the chance. And I'm constantly astounded that people, us human beings, are capable of so much profound action. We are capable of creating so much beauty and so much. Our imaginations are so big. So I'm just constantly inspired by real people. I love fictional stories too, but there's something about knowing that someone did something so remarkable, like Robin Cavendish, that gives you hope for your own life.
Yeah, but being Hollywood being what it is, they can only make, and no disrespect to Spider-Man because he's my favorite superhero, but stories like this, I think if Hollywood made more of these stories, you would find more of an audience for these. You don't have to spend $800 billion to make a great movie. You can tell a great story and tell a inspirational story, make money, and make great movies all at the same time.
I think you're right, and I don't know if you agree with this, but I obviously we have all those great superhero movies out there, and there's a place for them. Those big spectacle, big screen adventures. This fantasy, otherworldly stuff. But I think my instinct is that audiences now want something much more human, much more related to their own experience, and that will give them reassurance and reminders that being ordinary, being the ordinary people that we all are, is just as beautiful and just as important. I think those smaller films like this one, like Breathe, that remind us of our collective humanity and that we are all miraculous, even if we can't, swing from building to building, that we are all absolutely incredible living creatures on this earth. I think those are the films that people want more and more and more now.
How did you come across this movie Breathe and this gentleman Robin Cavendish? How did you find out about this?
It was a script that was sent to me, and I was like, how did I not know about this man? I read the script, and I just cried my eyes out because it was so life-affirming and so hopeful and so moving and sad in some ways, but mostly very joyful. Like, there were tears of joy that I was crying. So I had no idea about him. Not many people know about him, but I think after this film they will, and it's important they do because he really changed the way that disabled people get to experience life. You know, he was a pioneer, an adventurer, and a lover of life, and you know, it's a very inspiring story.
It's coming out this weekend. It'll be all over at some point, and if it's not near a movie theater near you at some point, you certainly want to make sure you watch it on iTunes or Amazon or wherever else it ends up, right? I mean, you want to make sure you put this in the back of your mind, and if you can't see it in the movie theater, make sure you get a point to see it somewhere down the line.
Yeah. But if you can make it to the movie theater, that's the way to see it. It's a film you want to see with other people because it's really about our collective humanity. And it's really about, you know, sharing our lives with other human beings. There's nothing like that. Nothing better than going to the cinema together, right? That's what I feel anyway.
I agree with you. I agree. Going to the theater and making a night of it and having a whole lot of fun. There is nothing better. The movie is called Breathe. It opens next weekend nationwide. Andrew Garfield, the lead actor, nice enough to spend a couple minutes with us. Andrew Garfield, you're always welcome here. Good luck down the road, and good luck with the movie.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
You got it. The movie.